Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Dallas Stars franchise mode. So in last episode we took on the Winnipeg Jets in the second round, and we actually managed to beat them in 7 games despite trailing in the series 3 times. So as you can see here, we lost game 1, we won game 2, then we lost game 3, then we won, then we lost again, then we won, and then we managed to win game 7 by a score of 6-3, and now we're up here in the conference finals against the Calgary Flames, who actually have a better roster looking like than the Winnipeg Jets, so it might be a bit of a harder matchup, but the winner of this will go to the Cup finals against Montreal or Pittsburgh. Let me show you guys their roster again quickly, because I showed you guys in last episode, but just in case you didn't catch last episode, which I highly recommend you do. Here is what their roster looks like. So you can see they have a pretty solid forward core. It's not necessarily fantastic, but it is still really good in terms of depth. Like, they have nobody below an 80, so no 77s like most teams do. And yeah, Tim Garlock's a pretty solid player. Defensively, they have a very good player in Bonino. He's point per game currently in the playoffs with 14 points in 14 games, because Calgary's been to back-to-back game 7s. And yeah, they also have some other solid defensemen. And goalie-wise, they also have a pretty solid starter. So overall-wise, I think it's going to be pretty much up in the air who wins the series, because we probably have some of the better overall players, but they have pretty much the same depth as us to an extent. So let's see what happens in this conference finals. Are we going to be going back to the Stanley Cup finals for the second time in 3 seasons? Or are we going to be packing our bags in the conference finals this year? I would like to get to those finals again, but I don't know. Who knows like how this Calgary Flames team sims. They should be a bit more tired considering they've been to back-to-back game 7s, but you never know. So here we go. Game 1 in Calgary, on the road for another start to the series. Let's see what happens. First period, 2-0 Flames. Don't like that. Friesen scores and Bonino scores. That guy's been great in the playoffs for the Flames. He's now got 15 points in 15 games. We're being outshot 12-9, so I don't like that opening period really that much. Hopefully we can bounce back in the second period. 2-1. Okay, there's a goal from Cullimore, his first ever playoff goal, because he had not scored in the first 2 rounds. He had 1 assist, I think, only. Shots are now 21-20 in favor of us, and we're only down by 1 goal. Can somebody be a hero and tie the game up for us? Penalty kill. Nicely done. I actually got to check our power play stats still, because our power play has been really good, and Bonino scores again. God damn it. That defenseman is really good. Like, he's probably matching up really good against Pavelski. But it looks like we're going to lose game 1, as their offense is not showing up. Power play? Nope. We're going to lose 3-1 in game 1, despite outshooting him 29-28. So a good performance from their goalie, but our offense just didn't do it. Cullimore from Pavelski is the only goal, so defenseman with those points. Let me just quickly take a look at our power play stats so far from the playoffs, because I'm pretty sure we've been having a very fantastic power play. Like, we've scored a lot of power play goals in the last 2 rounds combined, because I did not check that at the end of last episode. So we want to go to team stats for the playoffs. Normally I don't check this that much, but currently at the moment, let's see, power play percentage. Yeah, our power play is clicking at 31.7%, 13 for 41. So yeah, we have a really good power play unit, and hopefully that continues this round. But we do need to bounce back from that game 1 loss. Our offense did not show up like it did in those last 2 games in the Winnipeg series. So hopefully we can tie this series up. If we don't, I might have to make some line changes. I don't know. Because usually I make line changes after back-to-back losses at least. So here we go, game number 2, still at the Saddledome, I'm pretty sure. Let's see if we can tie the series up. We've been pretty good at rebounding from losses, so let's see if we can do it here. First period, not good. 1-0 them. Pekka scores. Shots are 14-10 in favor of them. Can we have a better second period? No, we can't. Down 2-0 Ponikarovsky. Yep, our offense is just dried up or something like that, because it's not scoring at all. We're down 2-0 in this third period. It looks like we're only going to have 1 goal for in the last 2 games. Unless we could score 2 goals here in this third period, which does not seem likely. Power play? It's been good for us this season, or this playoffs, but we don't score there. And we are going to lose game number 2 by a score of 3-0. So only 1 goal for in our first 2 games of the series. Not good. Selleck has been fantastic for them. Jaguar's been okay for us as well, but our offense is not anywhere right now. So I think I'm going to make some line changes just to see if our offense could get itself back to being that offensive team it was in the first 2 rounds, or at least last round. I mean, we're not scoring a whole lot of goals per game, but still. So we are probably going to... Wong's been really good since I put him on that top line again. But I'm going to switch him into Lindell again just to play with the chemistry a bit. And I think that's all I'm going to do. Let's put Riley back to center for fun. And let's try putting Pavelski back up, even though he's been minus a lot. And how has Jaguar been? Jaguar's been solid. I don't think I want to put in Ewan. I could put in Ewan into the bottom lineup. How has Callahan been plus minus wise? He's an even 0. You know what? We're going to take out Callahan out of the lineup, I think, and give Ewan a shot. Because Ewan hasn't played since the regular season, so we're going to give Ewan a shot. See if he could get us some points. Maybe he'll help us out a bit. And scratch the youngster in Callahan. Well, he's not really young, but this is his first season, I believe. So here we go. Can we take Game 3 and hopefully Game 4 on home ice? And at least get the series back to deadlocked. First period of Game 3, and we're down 1-0 again. We have only scored 1 goal in the last 7 periods. This is not looking good. And we're being outshot 17-5. Jaguar's been great. Defense has been great. Offense is nowhere right now. Can we please rebound from this in the second period? No, we cannot. We're down 3-0. We're going to almost get swept in this conference finals. I just feel it after Calgary's been the back-to-back Game 7s. It looks like they're a team on a mission. And we're just sluggish right now. Like, maybe that extra few days off, it was not good for us. This is not good. I don't even know what to do with our lineup. Yeah, we're on the brink of being swept as we lose 5-0, and we only have 1 goal in this series. And it was from a defenseman who does not score. He's a defensive defenseman. What do we want to do? Maybe I go best lines here. But I do like our chemistry with some of our lines right now. But we are not playing good at all. That game was not good defensively either. Let's go. How was Ewan in that game? Was he bad? -1. God damn it. Let's just go best lines. This one's for all the marbles. Who do we have scratched now? Markstrom, Ewan, advance. Okay. Oh, it has Solane. I don't like that though. But you know what? We're going to try it. But damn, this team has all of a sudden just not been good. It's kind of weird that it puts Intil and Drake on the 4th line though. Yeah, I don't really like that. I'm just going to put that back to normal. So pretty much our lineup is back to the way it was. Except for Soleil and Cullimore. I don't really like that at all though. Unless I move Soleil up. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Soleil and Ozelin make the veterans play up there. See if that helps. Because we're going to lose some of these guys to retirement if we lose this game. So here we go. Game 4. We're down 0-3. Can we pull off a historic comeback and somehow go to the Stanley Cup Finals? I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. And I don't know if we're going to do a real-time simulation. No, I don't think we are. First period of Game 4. And we're up 2-0. Okay, so that's something bright. We're scoring goals finally. A power play goal from Ozelinch and a goal from Hodges. Shots are 13-10 in favor of us. Please keep it up, guys. There you go. That's the offense we need. Ozelinch has a hat trick since moving him up. Okay, that's kind of random. You don't see a defenseman getting a hat trick in the playoffs usually that much, but we're up 5-1, and it looks like we're going to at least survive another day. But if we could get this somehow back to a game 7, I'll be pretty happy. But I mean, usually when you see teams go into back-to-back game 7s, they go to the game 7s in the conference finals as well. So who knows, maybe we can get to a game 7 situation. It's not out of the question. It's a very slim chance that that happens, but hopefully it does. So we win 5-1 in game number 4, so a very different game than the last few games. Ozolinsh gets a hat trick in that game, and he's now up to 7 goals in the playoffs. How does he have 7 goals? Jeez. Like, he's almost leading us in goals in the playoffs, I think. Jaguar gets second star. He's been actually fantastic this round. And Clancy to third. Okay, so hopefully we didn't score all of our goals in that one game. Hopefully we can score some in next game and the game after and the game after that. As we look to keep fighting off elimination. How's the Eastern Conference looking right now? Once it flips, Montreal's up 3-1 on Pittsburgh. Okay. Can we fight off elimination with a win in Calgary? And win back-to-back games? First period? That is not good. So Jaguars now all of a sudden decided to shit the bed and allow 3 goals in on 5 shots. We had 19 shots, yet we're down 3-0. This is not looking good. Unless we could have a very good comeback in the second and third, it looks like we're going to be losing in the conference finals this year. This is the second period. And, okay, well, I just quick simmed that, and it's a 3-3 game. This is a very weird simulation right now. Our offense has been quiet a lot this series, but all of a sudden, it's a 3-3 game and we're out shooting 37-15 by over 20 shots. Pavelski, DeSantis, and Soleil. Now all of a sudden our offense is seeming to come through a lot, so hopefully that continues. And Lundell gives us a 4-3 lead. This team actually might be able to pull off a historic comeback, you never know. Until it makes it 5-3. I go best lines, and all of a sudden this team is like the team that was playing good last round. Metropole makes it 5-4, don't like that. Come on, boys. Oh no, Nylander makes it 5-5. Don't do this to me, EA. Oh, they did do it to me. Wow. Okay, I am speechless at the moment because we just lost in 5 games, even though it looked like we were going to be forcing a game 6. Wow, what a fall apart at the end. We were up 3-0. We then tied the game up at 3. Then we go up 5-3. It was the last 6 minutes of the game. Jaguar just shits the bed, which is not like him. We allowed 6 goals in on 26 shots. Metropole, it makes it a 2-goal game, or no, a tie game. Or wait, what is the score at this point? 5-4. Then it's 5-5 Nylander, and Nylander didn't get a goal. 38 seconds left. Well, we are out of the playoffs, and we have not won another Stanley Cup. And we had a pretty good playoffs, but this conference finals, we just did not act like ourselves. And we're already out. Allowing 6 goals, 3 goals, 3 goals. Like, Jaguar had a pretty good, first 4 games. That last game, though, was just not like him. And we finished in the playoffs with a 9-8 record. But Calgary's on to the Stanley Cup Finals against either Pittsburgh or Montreal. Oh, that really sucks. I thought we had a shot to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. But, I mean, going to the conference finals with this type of record, it's still not a bad season, I would say. Let's take a look at our player stats, and then we'll take a look at who wins the Stanley Cup and all that. So, yeah, we had some very good offensive numbers. A lot of guys that were very close to point per game. But a lot of guys who were really badly minus as well. So that's where we had our downfall, was our defense. Like, Cullimore was a -13. Which is not good at all. Pavelski was a -8. Yeah, we should have probably played a bit better defensively. We were one of the best defensive teams during the regular season, but not in the playoffs. We were more of an offensive team. Okay, let's take a look at who wins the Stanley Cup. It could be Calgary and Montreal in the finals, like a rematch of 89, which would be kind of interesting. Or Pittsburgh might end up getting into the Cup Finals, even though they just barely made the playoffs. And the Calgary Flames are the Stanley Cup champions. So, okay, that's not a bad season then. Taking it away from that we lost to the best team in the league, I'll take that. And it also said the Marlies won the AHL. Let's take a look at these individual awards, and then that'll be it for the season. And I don't know how much more episodes we have left because I pre-recorded quite a bit today, so I feel like we're getting closer to the end of September, which means I might be almost done this franchise mode at this point you're seeing this. I don't know, we'll see. So, Calgary wins the Stanley Cup, Rangers win the President's Trophy, and it was a Calgary and Montreal Stanley Cup final, so we did have the rematch of 89. That's kind of cool. Individual awards, Pasquale wins the Ross and the Hart. Vallon wins the Norris for Montreal. Bengtenson wins the Lady Byng for Hartford. Clemenson wins the Calder. Cuff wins the Conn Smythe for the Calgary Flames. Gostad wins the Vezina. Gostad wins the Jennings. Cole wins the Masterton. Caffrey for Quebec wins the Jack Adams. Torres wins the Selke, even though his team had a horrendous season. Pasquale wins the Lindsay. And Pasquale also wins the Richard. Let me actually go back to team awards for a sec. Yeah, Calgary was in the finals for back-to-back seasons, so it makes sense that they upset us. Or, well, it didn't really upset us. And let's take a look at individual awards in the minors. Anybody for us down there? Yes, we did get one. Megason awarded the best defenseman in the AHL. That's nice to see. And nobody else. Okay, let's quickly take a look at the draft class and also the progress reports, and then that'll be it for this episode. And then you guys could suggest stuff for the next episode, even though I feel like we're getting close to the last season where I'm recording right now because I'm recording way in advance. So, let's see. So we're probably around 27th, I guess. Somewhere around here, late round. And there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of good stuff there, at least not that we could tell. Let's just sort by potential. Anything interesting? And potentially goalies. Doesn't maybe Menard. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, let's quickly take a look at the progress report, see if anybody grew a lot in terms of our prospects, because we do need some prospects jumping into the NHL in the next few years, because we do have a lot of guys I think that are going to be retiring. And I think I'll re-sign Hodges probably that we traded for. So Riley's up to an 80, but he'll probably be higher by next season. Ozelinch is dropping off. I think he's going to retire this season, unfortunately. Anybody else that's dropping off a cliff too? Nope, doesn't look like it. Let's actually sort by age quickly. So yeah, Ozelinch, I think. Soleil, potentially. Maybe not Soleil yet. I don't know. Soleil could be retiring. And then goalie-wise, I don't think we have any retirements potentially this year. In the system for growth, we got some good growth from our goalie prospects. This guy only grew by 1, which is really kind of annoying because he has starter potential. Defensive prospects, Granlund's growing good, but I don't think he's going to make it to the NHL. He might make it as a depth guy, who knows. Kasparaitis is kind of growing a bit. And then Zuzin's growing a lot. Wow, okay, so this low elite that we drafted in the second round, I think it was, he's grown to a 74 by 19 years of age. He might end up being like Voinov from our Ottawa series that we had in NHL 19. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I think that guy will be a very good fit for us soon. Left wing wise, Dorset's growing. Hopefully he still makes it. And center prospect wise, not a whole lot of growth. Actually, well, there's some growth, but not from potential guys. Now, Watkins actually a bit. Dallas Stars franchise mode. So in next episode, we will take it to the off season as we look to continue with this youth movement where we can kind of contend while getting our young guys into our roster. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.